Who doesn't like puff puff? I mean, do they still exist? Today is all about puff puff, guys. These little cuties are super amazing. I mean, they're stars all by themselves. They are so good. You can serve it as snack, as a dessert, as the appetizers. I mean, they cover a lot. That is why we have to learn all about puff puff today. I made a lot of mistakes while learning how to make puff puff, and it took me a lot of practice to get to where I am. So let me take you guys on a journey of how to make puff puff. Let's get to it, guys. Kindly check the description box for the list of the ingredients that was used. To make your fail-proof puff puff, the first thing to note is your batter has to be measured and done properly. Once you have a mistake in your batter, trust me, your puff puff can never be perfect. So this is like the basic. Your batter has to be perfect. Now the amount of water you add really depends on you and the way you like your puff puff. If you like them softer, you add more water. But if you like it firm and chewy, crunchy at the back, you add little less more water. Now, it is also worthy to know that the amount of yeast you use in preparing your batter is so important. If you use so much yeast, it breaks the dough when it gets to the fire. So your puff puff will come out broken. So you don't want that. You want a perfect puff puff. Remember to add your salt. And when you're done mixing your batter, always have a taste. The aftertaste should be like that of Sprite. You can taste the sugar and you can taste the salt. It kind of tastes like Sprite. Now cover your cling film and put in a warm place. Another thing I learned about puff puff is not to let it overrise. I learned this from a very good friend of mine. What I do is, when mixing the batter, I just turn on my oven and let it warm up. Not hot, please. I let it warm up a bit. Then put in my batter and let it rise for like 20-25 minutes, at most 30 minutes, but I don't let it get to 30 minutes, and it's ready. And here we go. Now I know another problem for learners is this molding. My God, I had a lot of problem molding this. But trust me, the problem is not really the molding. Your oil has to be hot, perfectly hot for the puff puff. Now, not too hot because it will burn it up immediately. The dough wouldn't cook inside, and you don't want that. Let your oil heat up properly before you start adding your dough. If not, it wouldn't form your perfectly rounded puff puff. Another thing worthy of note is kind of pan you use is so important. Please use a deep pan, something that is deep, so that once you throw in your puff, it comes up immediately. That is how to get your perfectly rounded puff puff, guys. Remember to turn down your heat once you start frying the puff puff, so that it will cook properly inside, and keep turning it with your spoon until you get your desired color. I kept turning it round and round and round so that the puff will cook all round. You don't want puff that one side is cooked, the other side is uncooked, or one side is brown and the other side is not so brown. You want everything to be evenly colored. I know guys, I know this sounds like a lot of work, but trust me, practice makes perfect. The first time I made puff, it was a disaster. I mean, a lot of mistakes, and that's why I came up with this fail-proof method. Trust me, if you follow all I said and the batter, the whole ingredients, everything, trust me, you come up with very good puff. Don't be scared, just keep practicing. Practice really makes perfect. That's how I got to where I am today. So guys, please remember to hit the subscribe button to join the Ozom's Kitchen family. Like our videos and comment. We love to hear from you guys. Until next time, see you.